Hey there, Libra. Welcome to your monthly reading. Well, look at that right off the bat. The Lover's card. Apologies, big, huge apologies for being super duper late on your reading. My calendar just completely exploded. I was overloaded, overbooked. And so now your May 2023 monthly reading is going to be mid-May through mid-June. I will still have a June monthly reading for you guys, but I felt it was only fair. So your 9-card spread is going to be, the first row will be mid-May through the beginning of June. And then the middle row will be beginning to middle of June, or how did I do it? It's been fun. Okay, so middle towards end of May, and then first part of June, and then middle of June. And so here we go. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so, so much. Once again, I apologize for being late on your reading. If you would like to book a personal reading, I've got new offers coming really soon, and the price points will also be changing. So if you want to book now before I revamp my calendar, the link is in the description box down below so that you can secure a personal reading. So let's see what we can expect moving into June. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Make sure you check out your other aspects as well. Aquarius also had this card here. What other cards did Aquarius? I just did Aquarius's because, of course, I was late with my air signs. Knight of Cups was here in the middle for Aquarius. Repeated cards here. What can Libra Energy Oracle expect May into June? Oh, okay. You've got the card of All Tied Up. Angel of Balance. And the World card. Okay. A lot of blues here. With your overall energy, and then we've got other blues here. Very strong Aquarius energy here with the Star card, but the Star also has to do with healing and hope within your future. If you have felt that you have been tied and bound to a significant other or a specific situation where you felt stifled, felt like you were being held back, I do feel that there is something that is being highlighted here, that it is time for you to maybe reevaluate the decisions that you've made, current situation, connections. Why do you feel tied up? What is it that makes you feel all tied up? You could be feeling tied and bound in a relationship. You could be feeling tied and bound to your circumstances. And so Libra, I've just got to say, none of that victimhood, victim mentality. You are not stuck because of circumstances, but rather failure to act. And if you say, well, I can't act because I have no way to move, no way to, make a decision to move to a different direction, take some time. Angel of Balance, that is you, my friend. Libra energy, balance energy, that is you saying, you can find balance within your current situation, your relationships, your home life. I'm also hearing emotional balance as well as you move through your healing journey, because I do feel like some of you are definitely diving into, some emotional feelings, energies. You may be feeling like you are tied and bound to a karmic partner is how I'm feeling. If you were waiting on someone to get their shit together and come back into your life, and then you guys were going to like run off to the sunset and live happily ever after, I feel like there's been this sense in your mind, or this idea in your mind that says, I will feel whole, grounded, and complete when that person comes back. But in actuality, you are not seeing that you already are whole and complete, and a complete person, someone that you would be longing for or wanting a commitment with. Perhaps just generalize it if you are looking for a soulmate partnership or someone that you can build a life with. Don't assign it to anyone in particular, but what does that person make you feel like, right? Do they enhance your life or do they burden your life? Are you more worried or are you calm, at peace, at ease? Do you find balance within yourself? And does this person kind of tip the scales where you feel imbalanced at times? And so that's always a clear indication of, certain perhaps relationship or karmic wounds that need to be healed before you move on to a next connection, a next relationship, or if you are trying to rekindle something with someone from the past. You do have the World card, again, more blue here, but the World card, he is at the end of the pier, at the end of the dock here. You see the lotus flowers blooming in a dark sea. But you also see how the world is shining, but there is this shadow phase of it that is still there. I get this feeling that because the shadowy part isn't as prominent or as substantial as the brightness on the other side, that the shadow part or the darkness or, the dark shadow phase that you've been going through healing and going through all of that on your own, I feel like that is coming to an end where you do come out in a much better light, much better energy. I feel like you feel tight and bound because you think that that's what you should be feeling, but in actuality it's like the 8 of Swords card, right? You're not actually tight and bound. You can untie yourself, you can move away, you can reevaluate. You can really think about where you want to move to, where you want to go to, and look at this Angel of Balance, right? Balancing emotions, making sure that there's enough coming in and going and balancing out. 1 foot in, 1 foot out, but trying to stay balanced, trying to stay afloat. Another sign of scales here with the 6 of Pentacles. Do you feel like you're the one that has to do all the work in this connection that perhaps some of you are hoping to rekindle or reconnect with? Or is this someone new who makes you feel this way, right? So like I said, this is end of May, beginning of June, mid-June. So this is going to be like mid to the end of May. You've got the Lovers card, the King of Pentacles, and the 7 of Pentacles. So this could be you waiting for somebody to get their shit together. Like I said, could be a partnership, could feel like they may be feeling like they're your divine counterpart, your divine partnership. And it's like, I've done all this work. I've done the inner work. I've done the relationship work. I've, wanted to pull this relationship out of the darkest times and move forward together. And yet it feels as though you've put in more time and effort than the other person. So at what point do you say, maybe this isn't for me, right? 5 of Swords, winning at all costs. So you may have been in that energy where you're saying, I really need this to work. I really want this to work. I'm, all this time, energy, effort is not for nothing, right? I needed to have a happily ever after, right? I feel like you're happily ever after. If it is with this person, I don't feel like it is for some of you. But if it is with this person, it's going to take a long time for both of you to really meet each other halfway. There is this energy of you needing to set your boundaries and continue going through the healing journey and just really honoring yourself, loving yourself, and putting yourself first before someone else's needs, wants, desires. I even feel like this person really isn't asking you to do as much as you do for them. And it's like you like throw yourself into this connection, this relationship, just to do everything you can to make them happy, to keep them around. And that's just not what it takes here. So King of Swords could be you, could be, I read it as Gemini King, male or female, doesn't matter. But I do feel like this is really being in that energy of analyzing and thinking, how are we moving forward here? Beginning of June, again, strong Aquarius energy. This is gaining more balance and freedom around your emotions. And I get this feeling of having the freedom to do the real deep healing work that perhaps you were afraid to let go of a connection or start to move on to see other people because you were still hopeful of rekindling something. And I feel like some of you may be even thinking that if you move on and start seeing other people or entertaining other connections, that this person may just walk away altogether, right? Someone who is truly going to be the one for you will be the one, right? regardless of where your paths take you. I feel like I need to pull a card for the all tied up here for some of you. I mean, it's right next to the Lover's card. I do feel like some of you are thinking that there is this feeling of wanting to keep this person. It's either you wanting to keep them, you know, right by your side, bonded, tied at the hip, or them to you. And the Hanged Man, right? So another card of not having any movement, being tied up, but hanging upside down. But the Hanged Man, the difference here is that the Hanged Man is in suspension, but in a moment of pause, of reflection, of reevaluating, of coming up with a new plan, new idea. What's my next step? They're not hanging in suspension and being committed to that. They know that there is something that's going to continue moving forward. They're just trying to figure out how to take their next step. And what is their next step? Seven of Cups. You are very much in confusion, still trying to sort out everything that you have felt that they have promised you or that you had hoped for. 777 will be of significant for some of you, or the year 77 could be significant. That could be someone's lucky number, the year they were born, their address, the last digits of their phone number. I just heard order number 77. Okay, so you may go somewhere and, you know, when you hear that order number 77, pay attention to your thoughts. Okay, and so what does Libra need to do to, well, Five of Pentacles here. What does Libra need to do to get the clarity that they need moving forward here in this connection situation? The Moon card. And the Lover's card. There's a lot about this connection you do not know about. Okay, I need to cover these people here. Sorry, I don't want to get banned or oh shoot, I forgot this one too. I don't want to get banned or, you know, dinged for the art on this deck. So what do you need to do? Well, for starters, there's a lot in the underworld and the unseen that you're not aware of. I feel like you are thinking, if I walk away and I just go down this path on my own, I feel like there's a sense of fear of the unknown, not knowing if you will ever get back together, not knowing if this person will still be interested in you. But, you know, the other part to this here too is the unknown can bring a lot of happiness. The unknown can bring potential partnership that's better than what you could have ever imagined. The unknown can be very positive, not necessarily negative. So there is this need to clarify what it is you truly need or want or desire in a partnership without, like I always say, without assigning it to a particular person. So many times people are like, but I want this relationship with this person because I want this, and that they have to offer me. And it's like they forget that there are other things that they want, need, desire in a relationship that are not being met in this connection. And they sacrifice that. They sacrifice their sense of stability, their sense of emotional security, their sense of feeling safe and trust, and like having a trustworthy partner, a loyal partner, because, you know, they may meet other needs that perhaps they hadn't been met in the past before, right? And so it's really important to not assign a face, a name, a particular person, and just really decide, what do you want in a partnership? What do you long for? What do you need? What do you desire? What are the deal breakers? And how does this person that you are so caught up with, how does that person meet those needs? Ooh. Well, they probably don't. I had a lot of cards fly out. Yeah, Eight of Cups. But this Eight of Cups definitely looks like the wind, like they are running away, right? And I feel like once you are ready to face that reality, that you are going to want to run away, because like, why would you continue wasting more time, right? So beginning of January, you do have the Star card. January, what the heck? June. The beginning of June, you've got the Star card, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords. The middle of June, you've got the Emperor, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Wands. So you've got a lot of major arcanas here, because you do have the Lovers, the Star, and the Emperor all in this first row. So there is a lot about your love life or partnerships that you are really, I mean, it feels like you're grabbing the bull by the horns. And maybe I'm saying that because we're in Taurus season, could be a Taurus that you are interested in. But I definitely feel, I mean, you've got strong Gemini here too, Aries, you know, and Capricorn as well. You know, it doesn't matter the sign here, but I do get this feeling that there is a very strong, deep healing and need for clarity when it comes to romantic partnerships, loving connections, relationships, and yes, even in your passions in life, right? What are you passionate about? What is your soul calling for you to do? Your career, taking action and inspired action on how you want to move forward from here on out. There's a lot of healing, and there is a lot of hope at bright light at the end of the tunnel when it comes to getting the clarity that you need. And I feel like one of your deal breakers is, you know, equal give and take. I will no longer overgive, overdo, overplease, and put yourself in a sense of imbalance just to keep someone at bay, or, you know, because I even feel like I don't even want to say just to keep someone happy, because I feel like you never really truly saw them super happy, and you wondered, is it you, is it them, what's wrong with them, what's wrong with you? And it's, you know, someone else's happiness is not your responsibility. They may be going through something internally that they haven't shared with you, or maybe that you thought your love could heal them and help them find joy again. But honey, find the joy within yourself. Keep yourself busy. Find your own inspirations in your own life, and continue to seek down the path of happiness and joy and everything that you want for yourself. And I do feel like equal give and take right in the middle. You want someone who's going to be, you know, communicative, loving, emotionally available, and, you know, financially stable. Someone who's not going to be all over the place, but is also someone who is going to, and I'm hearing this very clearly, I feel like this is someone who's going to say, get ready, we're going out this weekend, I've already made plans, as opposed to what you've been used to, where it's like, well, I don't know, what do you want to do? I don't know what you want to do. Well, let's just chill, let's just stay home, and then nothing ever happens, right? And well, we know what happens, but you know what I mean. You get the gist of it, right? And so I do feel like when you realize what your deal breakers are, you're just like, no, my goal here, I feel like Libra, you're saying the goal here moving forward is to maintain your energy, your balance, your high vibrational frequencies that bring this sense of peace, calm, and sense of security within yourself. Because when someone comes in and takes that away from you, you know, then your sense of security and your own inner balance isn't as strong and as grounded as you thought it was, right? And so the King of Swords here is like, this is going to take some really deep thought, counseling, communication, but also not being afraid to lay down the law and let them know, this is what I truly want moving forward. I know that we talked about making this work later on down the road, but let's just go our separate ways and see if our roads lead back to each other. And I feel like you're no longer afraid to see what's on the other end of that, at the end of the road for you, right? And so at the end of June, beginning of June, moving into middle of June, with the Emperor, the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Wands, I do feel like some of you will be starting a new business opportunity, or you're taking charge, taking hold of what life, future, romantic relationships have in store. I'm seeing you kind of discard. I don't want to sound bad, but I do feel like people that don't measure up, or that are not going to meet your needs, or maybe just have little bit of what it is that you truly want, need, desire. You're no longer showing interest. You're just kind of leaving things at the wayside, and you're only moving forward with those that do have what it takes to meet you halfway, to continue to honor themselves and you, right? I do feel like some of you will also be getting a new opportunity when it comes to a job, a career, a promotion. I get this feeling. For some of you also, I feel if you're married, I know this is completely off the storyline here, but I'm getting like impromptu wedding vow renewal, or vow renewal for some of you. I feel like it's unexpected. It's kind of impromptu. I'm hearing, I will marry you again, over and over again. So some of you that are married, I'm hearing that your partner is like, I will always marry you, over and over again. So don't be surprised if, like, on a whim, you're on a trip or you're doing something, or something comes up, you have a romantic dinner, whatever it is, there is this beautiful rekindling of a connection and reinforcing your love for each other. That's a very strong message that came through for Libra couples. Okay, so absolutely love it. I do feel like if you are not married, it doesn't mean it's not for you, because I do feel that for some of you, this is about being in a relationship and taking it to the next level. So let's go from there. And so I do, for some of you, I do feel like there is this energy of also, if you have your own business or you're trying to figure out what's next for you career-wise, there is a new chapter that is coming in for you. I'm just seeing a brighter future for you. You're finally letting go of whatever idea that you thought was meant for you, and you've got a real sense of clarity now that what you thought was for you, or who you thought was for you, really isn't, and you're now ready to explore. So what's next for my Libra friends here? Oh, okay. 6 of Wands and 5 of Cups. So I do feel like you'll be getting a lot of attention for sure. New partnerships. If you are looking for another job and you're putting yourself out there, I do feel like you'll be getting a lot of attention, a lot of interest in you. It's really important that you do put yourself out there if you are looking for love, or if you are looking for another job. And although it may leave some people in a bit of a melancholy state, that you've decided to move on and move forward and continue down this path of love or success, depending on what it is for you. You've got, at the end of the day, you're honoring yourself, because why? Angel of Balance here is saying you've got to continue to honor yourself and stay in balance. Look at that. In balance, not imbalanced. Okay, my bad. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles, definitely a new beginning. If this is about love, then it's a new beginning with a very stable partnership here. This is someone who's got it all to give and then some. And I do feel like this is like the perfect partner, the perfect match for you. If this is in business, your job, your career, expect a raise, expect a grant for some of you, especially if you are looking to purchase a home. The money is coming in. You will get the funding, the down payment assistance, whatever it is that you're looking for to help you get there. For some of you, remodeling your home, maybe you're pulling money out, or you're getting a loan. There are ways to get things done, is what I'm hearing. But Ace of Pentacles is a very promising future. Successful new beginnings in finance, in love, stability, and career. I love this reading for you, my Libra friends. I cannot wait to see what is next for you. Remember, catching up on everything. I've been gone for a couple weeks because my calendar is just exploded here. So I'm adding a few more dates here. If you'd like to book a reading before I revamp my calendar, the link's in the description box down below. Your playlist is here, whatever other reading I have for you here. The weeklies are back. And so cannot wait to see what is next for you in June and your weekly reads. Take care. Bye.